Hi there, Taurus. Healing Grasshopper here to do a bonus reading for August. We're using the After Tarot, which is a very clever deck that depicts like a frame after each original card. So here is the Nine of Swords, and I love this so much. This is the one where the guy's just had a nightmare. He's sitting up in bed and he has his hands in his head in his hands. But here is his nightmare realized with a monster here, a dragon or whatever, and he is about to slay it. He's confronting his fears, right? So there is something that you are kind of anxious about and worried about that's really not as big as you're making it out to be. So what else do we have for Taurus? What's the rest of the sentence for Taurus? The star, right? So this is worry, and this is the universe saying, why are you so worried? Things are working out for you. Um, and of course, there's like a cleansing quality to this. Um, it's almost as if after this card, she's washing away her fears with her own hope and faith. I'm not necessarily saying that this is what this card means generally, but in this reading, intuitively, is what I'm getting. We're going to get a glimpse of what your fears are at some point. Whoops, there's the Justice card, and I picked up the wrong deck as I'm transfixed on these two cards. I meant to come over here. We'll leave the Justice card out and see if that fits in somewhere. What else we got for Taurus? Any of these? None of these. It's the fungal. Sorry, guys. Cards are coming. What else we got for Taurus? I don't know if we're going to call this a tight deck yet. Tight decks give me the sign of difficulty. Doesn't really feel like a tight deck, though, other than the fact that there aren't any cards coming out. Tight decks have a distinct feel. Yeah, it doesn't feel tight. What else we got for Taurus, Spirit? both of these like this, not reversed. We've got the Seven of Swords. Okay. Seven of Swords is about being clever in dealing with one's opponent with strategy and thinking outside of the box doing it. But of course, this guy is about to walk into a snare here. So this is about not being too clever for yourself. Um, not overcomplicating things when it comes to planning. Um, and not being overconfident either, because this screams of overconfidence. Because here we're talking about balance here, right? You have the original energy that's anxiety. Then we have the washing away of the anxiety with one's own faith. But here we have like almost an overzealousness, so this just talks about balance. Oh, Five of Cups. Look at that. That was upright in the deck, and I turned it over and kept shuffling. So that was for us. Five of Cups. I like to see this under the Nine of Swords. This is about, um, a coming around almost literally in your thinking, right? Because the original card is him crying over spilt milk, right? His focus is on the Three Cups, but here he is starting to turn around and notice the two upright cups behind him, right? So it's making the effort to put things into perspective for oneself, right? Under the anxiety card. So this is a positive progression here. So that's good to see. What's our focus card for Taurus? Focus card for Taurus, please. Okay. Five of Wands. Mm. Five of Wands is the conflict card, but really the sparring card, right? So this is the frame after that, which is you you standing upright while everyone else is taking a rest there. They're not necessarily defeated, they're just exhausted. And you are up to the next challenge here, which is good to see. And there's a diagonal here from the Nine of Swords to the Five of Wands here, where there's a progression of you overcoming your demons and then here being strengthened by it and rising to any challenge. Right, Taurus? So what that means is that in this month you are going to feel growth in this month where you will be overcoming demons. The things that were really bothering you in the past few months, you're finally going to reconcile and realize that, all those worries have no power over you. So that the next difficult thing that comes along, you're like, oh, I got this. That's fine. You're not going to let it bother you. I'm trying to remember what your issues were for this month. Really, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're overcoming what has been troubling you. This could be anything from anxiety for the future to past trauma that you've been having a hard time letting go of. And this is you finally starting to move into a better energy. What else we got? What else we got, Spirit? This was upright. Any of these? No. These. Both? No. Got reversed. We've got the five of swords. So this is continuing that same victorious message. You know, he's still celebrating. These people have accepted their defeat. Before they were like, oh, kind of crying over it. Now they've accepted their defeat and they're kind of walking away. And you're still celebrating. So these two people can be people in your life where they're regretting what they've done to you. Let's see. Yeah, Spirit says yes. But the other thing is, this can be more abstract and just overcoming intrusive thoughts and false beliefs and all the things that were causing anxiety up here. And here he is with the sword conquering the dragon, and over here he's triumphant as well. That can be corresponding messages here, but Spirit is also saying for a great majority of you, this is you feeling victorious over your opponents. So this can be ex-lovers, ex-friends, ex-coworkers, whatever, whoever it is that you felt wronged by. Um, and this is very much the success is the best revenge card, right? You don't have to go back and say, haha, I told you so, or show your win or anything. They'll find out about it on their own and you'll be over where you are, enjoying your W, right? So, Three of Wands, that is not reversed, is you looking off into the distance, and it's under the Five of Cups, right? This is you with a positive outlook of your future, right? You're no longer looking back at the spilled cups or, worrying over what's happened or even worried about the future. This is the opposite of that, right? This is being optimistic about one's future. So this is a very good transition here. I'm glad to see it for it because it's never fun to see anyone in an anxious state. Three of Pentacles. We'll see if that's really reversed in a moment. This one here. Any of these? No. Reversed? No. Three of Pentacles. How interesting. So, Three of Pentacles, the original card is the guy working on a sculpture, looking down at two patrons who are about to commission him to do something. But now those two patrons are no longer there, and he's admiring his work. And it is what looks like a page who is holding a big basket of coins, right? This is what he envisions, his continued success, right? And over here, we're talking about optimism. And here's a a blossoming optimism, a continuation of this card here. Then we have Temperance. As above, so below. We've got bringing of what's in the ether down to earth. And there's water here, so this is about emotion and one's desires as well, right? Bringing one's desires to fruition. I love it. I really love this for you, Taurus. I'm especially happy to see readings like this now because I know the collective has been through a lot. We've got Two of Pentacles. Reversed? No. Okay. So we know the Two of Pentacles in the original card, he's facing front. Um, with the turbulent water behind him, but now he's turned around, the ship has come in, and he is handling things while the ship arrives. A ship that he always knew was going to come to him, right? So here is the progression of manifestation here, Taurus, right? So what does that mean? It means that in this month, you are going to progress from worried and anxious to full of faith and optimism that helps you manifest. Are you going to manifest it all in this month? I don't think that's likely because that takes time, but at least in this month, you're going to see that progression, right? So that's good. Okay. Yeah, we don't have clarification. That's the reading, guys. Okay, Taurus? So let me know how this resonates. I really enjoy hearing from you guys in the comment section. It's really helps for my own morale when I hear from you guys and I answer every single comment. So can't wait to see you there. Um, if you're really inclined to help this channel, liking and subscribing is a very quick gesture that costs you nothing and means the world to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. Um, the other really great thing you can do to help the channel grow is to go check out my playlists that I've made, like the Taurus playlist, put it on autoplay and have it as background noise, especially while you sleep, because watch hours mean everything to a growing channel. Okay? So I thank you in advance. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss upcoming videos. Um, the other thing is, you may not realize that you can get a more complete picture out of your other signs other than your sun sign that I'm assuming you're watching now. You can also get um, more messages from your moon, north node, and rising signs. If you don't know what those are, you can easily calculate them for free online. So just Google calculate my blank sign, find out what they are, come back to the Healing Grasshopper channel and listen to the corresponding videos. The other thing is, I am starting to shout out my viewers because I really appreciate you guys. Um, my American viewers, you're always here for me, and I really appreciate you. But also, my UK, Canada, and Australian viewers, wow, you blow me away, and I appreciate you as well. My non-English speaking subtitle watchers, that's what really blows me away. And I really, really appreciate you guys. The Filipinos, the Spanish and Portuguese watchers, the Hindi watchers from India. I don't know what to say. I really appreciate your support, and I'm hoping that you will bear with the subtitles until I can afford dubbing the videos because dubbing is very expensive. So that at some point when the channel grows, I will be dubbing my videos. Okay. So I appreciate all of you. Love, light, and many blessings.